the state of business on Art Television. I'm Heshain Ali and let's have a look at the headlines first. Westar, India's full-service courier, inaugurated service to Colombo. Transparency International Sri Lanka launches the online database on politically exposed persons, which is the first publicly accessible website of the kind. News in detail. Clarifying being addressed as an authoritarian ruler, newly elected President Gotabaya Rajapaksa says that he is not an authoritarian ruler, yet a disciplined man and will not serve for one section of the society only. Speaking to his first international interview with Indian website Bharata Shakti yesterday, President Rajapaksa also called the Tamil diaspora to join hands in developing the country without tarnishing the image of the country.
I am a disciplined person.
That
doesn't mean
that, of course, yeah.
that
you have nothing against a community, I'm sure.
I have not against, and I have proved in my action that I am not racist, or I don't work for only one section of the society. That is why I invited Tamils and Muslims, everybody to join me in developing the country.
Right.
And I like even the Tamil diaspora to forget about these things. Nobody is benefited out of this.
Right.
So nobody will get. So we must work together to develop and help the people in the country.
Meanwhile, speaking further, President Gotabaya Rajapaksa stresses that allocating Hambantota port to China on a 99-year lease is a grave mistake of the former government and that he will negotiate with China for a better agreement.
We were never to give the control of the port to China.
Yes.
So that was a mistake.
Government
Previous
gave it.
government gave it 99-year lease. And even China, though China is a good friend of ours and we need their assistance to develop, I am not afraid to say that was a mistake. And I will request them to renegotiate and come with a better, to assist us. I mean, today the people are not happy on that deal.
Correct.
Because we can't think of only 1 year, 2 year, 5 years. We have to think of the future. What will happen
to the next generation maybe, or the generation after. Yeah, exactly.
So it's our, giving a small land for an investment is a different thing. To develop a hotel or commercial
property
or build, this is not a problem.
Right.
That's no issue. But a strategically important, economically important harbor, giving that it's not acceptable.
Westar, India's full-service courier and a joint venture of Tata Sons and Singapore Airlines, inaugurated service to Colombo yesterday. This was announced at media briefing held in Colombo last evening. The airline now flies daily except Wednesdays between Mumbai and Colombo, making it the first to offer the choice of premium economy class for travel between India and Sri Lanka, in addition to economy and business class. Westar has appointed North-South Lines Private Limited, a fully owned subsidiary of the iconic Sri Lankan conglomerate Haley's PLC, as its representation company in Sri Lanka. The airline inaugurated its international operations in August 2019 with Singapore as its first destination, followed by Dubai, UAE, Bangkok and Thailand. Westar is India's highest-rated airline on Skytrax and TripAdvisor and the winner of several Best Airline awards.
We have 3 classes of travel. Business class, we have plush leather seats. We operate all 3 classes on the flights from Mumbai to Colombo. We also have premium economy. As was mentioned, we are the only carrier to operate premium economy on the India to Colombo or India to Sri Lanka route. And it's a special offering for us. We believe that it's a very useful product for this market because we believe there's a lot of affluent travelers who would prefer to travel a bit better than economy. At the same time, there's a lot of SMEs and corporate travel which would benefit from this particular class of travel. And not to be left behind, the economy class is best in class as well. We are known to offer the best service within India. We bring very luxurious seats with meals included, bags included. So none of that low-cost crap where you need to buy each and everything. So everything is included in the fare. It's value for money and it's the best offering you can think of.
Co-chair of the Forum Against Gender-Based Violence and Oxfam Country Director Bojan Kolondzija stresses that more than 90% females are harassed in public transportation and that urgent measures are needed to solve these issues. He made these observations yesterday at a press conference titled United Towards Creating Violence-Free Spaces for Women and Girls, organized to mark the 15th anniversary of the National Forum Against Gender-Based Violence, co-chaired by UNFPA and Oxfam.
Cost of gender-based violence against women is estimated close to $30 billion. More than 90% of women and girls are being harassed in public transport. Just few other facts is that increased number of abortion is becoming a big issue due to lack and poor access to sexual and reproductive health education and means. Violence is being one of the key reasons for women not engaging fully in social, political, and economical life.
Stay tuned for more news right after this commercial break. And welcome back after the break. Transparency International Sri Lanka launched the online database on politically exposed persons called as PEPS today morning. This will be the country's first publicly accessible website that has information on PEPS in Sri Lanka and will serve as a useful tool in ensuring transparency and accountability.
So, with the launch of PEPS.lk today, what we can see is Sri Lanka's first politically exposed person register. Why are politically exposed people, why is it important to have a register like this? I think the first thing to say is that these registers are not new. These registers are already in existence and are widely used in the banking sector. For many of you, when you open a new bank account, if you're putting a fixed deposit in, very frequently one of the questions asked are you connected to, are you a politically exposed person? Now, many people don't really know what that question relates to. And this is where this Financial Action Task Force definition of a politically exposed person is important, which is really anchored on the proximity to a public function. When we're looking at public functions, it's important to realize that this is not only politicians. This is about looking at senior bureaucrats, looking at people who have executive power, be they in a senior management function or a board of directors of a state-owned enterprise. All of these things are key. Is we can see that how individuals on PEPS.lk have a profile page, but also so do state-owned enterprises.
Executive Director of TISL went on to explain how this initiative will help to solve widespread anti-money laundering issues in the country.
Why is this important? It's important because Sri Lanka, until very recently, had been on the grey list of something called the Financial Action Task Force. That has huge economic consequences. And when we're looking at economic growth moving forward, it is essential that all of these issues around this grey list, which are predominantly anchored around being considered a country susceptible to money laundering, it's essential that we try and solve those money laundering concerns and issues going forward. So this is a key step going forward. This will be a valuable tool for citizens. This will be a valuable tool for journalists as they are trying to understand companies better. This will also be a valuable tool for the banking sector as well. How is someone a politically exposed person? Already the banking sector has information through private means which are not public. This is the first time this sort of information is public.
Consultant virologist attached to the National STD and AIDS Control Program of the Health Ministry, Dr. Chandrika Jayakodi, says that HIV infection is widespread among young adult men between the age category of 18 to 40 years in Sri Lanka. She made these observations at a press conference held at the Health Promotion Bureau in Colombo yesterday, organized to mark the World AIDS Day that falls on December 1st. Thus, addressing the press conference, Dr. Chandrika Jayakodi said that getting blood tested for HIV is important for the patients as well as for the society. She further noted that the Western province always records the highest number of HIV/AIDS cases. Also, it was mentioned in the press briefing that Sri Lanka expects to eliminate HIV/AIDS by 2025 through several programs that have been implemented to achieve this target. Consultant venerologist attached to the National STD and AIDS Control Program, Dr. Lilani Rajpaksha, said a large number of HIV-positive persons seek medical treatment from unqualified doctors, believing they can get cured of HIV, but it is a myth. She further pointed out that there is no drug or vaccine anywhere in the world that can cure HIV/AIDS. There are 1,600 HIV-positive persons living healthy and normal lives in Sri Lanka, gaining proper medical treatment available free at state hospitals, Dr. Lilani Rajpaksha added. Significantly, it was highlighted at the briefing that over 300 new HIV-positive cases were detected in Sri Lanka by September 30, 2019, and the new cases were detected among those between 18 and 49 years of age. Sri Lankan Airlines bagged many titles at the 36th Mercantile Badminton Association Interfirm Team Badminton Championships 2019 held in Colombo recently. Accordingly, the tournament took place between 22nd September to 27th October 2019 at the Mercantile Badminton Association headquarters at GT Jayasuriya Stadium in Colombo. The Sri Lankan team of former national player First Officer Udaya Weerakoon and RML Muthukuda was crowned Masters A Division champions, defeating McLaren's Team A in the final, and Weerakoon was adjudged the best player. The National Careers team also won runners-up in the men's over 40B division, falling to Haley's in the final, with the team comprising of Anuruji De Silva, Sujit Vijayatunga, Dayantha Fernando and Mahesh Jayasinghe. The Airlines team also placed third in the men's Open F division with the team of Dayantha Fernando, Mahesh Jayasinghe, Dasitha Dahanayaka, Tilna Karunaratne, Pubudu Athukorala, Shiromal Fernando and Nuwan Jayavikrama. Stay tuned for stock updates right after this commercial break. Trading at Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a positive note today. The all-share price index gained 11.11 points to close at 6,094.85, and the S&P SR20 gained 7.15 points to close at 3,011.10. The turnover was 633 million rupees and over 32 million shares were traded. Up next are forex rates. And that's all news for today. Do join us tomorrow with State of Business. Until then, take care. Good night.